I tell her, I say, I got something for you in the bedroom. Go look and see.
Show her that
I had the
lingerie.
lingerie laid on the bed with like a little note. She goes in there and I'm looking through the crack and she
Mm-hmm.
grabs the lingerie and
And
she
she
rolls
was
her
like,
eyes. She doesn't know I'm looking. And she's shaking her head like, I don't want to do this. She comes out with the lingerie on, but
I couldn't even do a sound effect. She said, "What? Can you rewind that shit for me?"
Three, two, one.
Yo, what up, though? What it do? It's your boy TCM. They call me Knox, and I'm back with another banger. Another reaction for y'all. Actually, a story time to be exact. Catching my new wife cheating on me and having sex with a coworker in my car? Damn! Betrayal at all time high, y'all. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna hold y'all up.
story time on how I caught my ex cheating on me while having sex with a coworker in my car.
Mm.
Let me preface this. This was years ago. All right. I am 39 as of today. Today is actually my birthday. This happened when I was like 24 years old. Mind you, though, I was married to this woman. We had only been married for a few months. I was 24. At this time, she was 21. So we get married. We have our first child. We're living together. Life
Okay,
is
they got a
amazing. I
child.
got a good job. We
Good.
just got a brand new car.
Right on.
She was in college at the time. Everything was just going smooth. But she wanted a job as well. I get it to have extra money. So she started working at a restaurant as a server. She
Mm.
worked all types of shifts, day shifts, night shifts, because she went to college online. So
First red flag, fellas. She needed to get a job. That's fine. She went and got one as a server. Ah, you know, hey, nothing against the waitress community of America. Couldn't do it without y'all. But everybody all up in your girl face. That's not a real red flag. That's like a yellow flag. Just be on the lookout. Put a bolo out there.
her schedule was pretty flexible. I only worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on my job. So I would watch our child while she was at work most of the time. She was a pretty easy person to kind of keep up with. She always called me on her breaks. She always called me when she got off work. If anything changed with her schedule, she would let me know. So, like I said, her patterns were always pretty normal. We have no issues in our relationship.
Mm.
I mean, like this was my best friend.
Mm.
See nothing going on, but over time, I guess maybe a month or two after she had our child is when she went back to work, and then I started noticing when the patterns start changing with work. All of a sudden now she's always working a double shift. All of a sudden now she's getting off later than normal, or she's got to take somebody home from work. Things just weren't the same. But I never thought about it. I never looked at it as anything.
Another red flag. No, first red flag. The first one was yellow. This the first red flag. Everything changed up after the baby. You know, women be going through things. They have a whole different hormonal setup after they pop a kid out. Yeah. Some of them don't come back the same woman you left them with. They left as. It's just the way it is. How they say people grow apart. That's a whole biological change in them. You gotta. Sometimes you dating a whole another person.
Craig, because I trusted her.
Mm.
Okay, so one particular night she gets off about 8 o'clock, but she calls me. She says, "Hey, have to take somebody home when they finish their shift and they stay a good ways away. So I gotta wait till they get off, which they don't get off to 10. It was 8 o'clock then. They don't get off to 10. I have to take them home. So I might get home around 11, 11:30.
What do you mean by that?
Now, mind you, I'm thinking out of all of the people that can take her home, why do you have to stay there and take this girl home? And you're off now. You're going to wait 2 hours. Even if you wanted to take her home, why not come home and wait till she's off and go back and and take her. But I didn't question it. I said, okay,
Why?
I'll talk to you later. I'm home with our son playing the game. You know, our son at this time is probably like, I don't know, 6 months old. Well, 11 o'clock comes, 11:30 comes, 12 o'clock comes. My wife still isn't home. I'm calling her cell phone and it's going straight to voicemail. So me, I don't go to thinking you're cheating. I'm going to think something happened to you. You were in a car accident. You know, you got hurt somewhere. Something happened. I'm not thinking about cheating at all. I call her mom like, hey, have you heard from her?
I am. I am. He not thinking about cheating. Well, we are, buddy boy. Who else? Who else thinking about cheating right about now? Not disregard the title. Just hearing the story for the first time.
Because she got off hours ago. She's still not home. It's almost 1 o'clock now. She says, no, I haven't heard from her. I called the police department then to find out if there were any accidents in the area. There were no accidents in the area. So now I'm really worried. I had just got a brand new car. I let her drive it that particular day to work. And the car seat was in my car. So I couldn't even get in her car and go look and see if she was okay because I had no car seat. By this time, it's like 1:15, 1:20, and I see the lights hit the window and she's pulling up in the driveway. Now, I had told her when she got off work to stop by McDonald's and bring me something home to eat because there really wasn't anything in the house to eat like that for me that night, or nothing I wanted to eat in particular anyway.
Okay.
So she gets out of the car with a bag of food from McDonald's and she comes inside, hands me the bag. Doesn't say anything about being like this late coming home. She has an attitude with me though. I said, anything straight, I was worried about you. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I told you what I had to do. Blah, 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 blah. Acts like she mad.
She got a good one.
She goes in the room. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. She gets in the bed, and I stay in the kitchen to eat this food that she brought. Food is ice cold. It is ice cold. I look at the receipt. She got this food at a little after 11 o'clock. It is 1:20, 1:30 in the morning. Where have you been for the other 2 hours and 30 minutes? So now I'm getting suspicious. But I don't say a word. Like I said, she's already upset. I don't know why. So I go in the room.
I know why. It's called you gotta dodge them punches. She weaving on you right now, about to hit you with the hook. About to try and do the little flipperoo on your ass. Catch your attitude to keep you from catching one. I gotta catch a bigger one to offset your wave coming in. Hit you with a bigger tidal wave of mad and angry. Man, if you don't knock it off, word to my brother Hal.
Lay down, and it gets weirder after that. Stay tuned for part 2. Make sure you follow me because I'm gonna be dropping it.
There you go. I think I got part 2 right after.
Very, very soon. Part 2, how I caught my wife cheating on me with a coworker in my car. So when I go in the bedroom, she's already laying down, and we always leave our cell phones on the nightstand. It never fails. We something we just always done.
Respect.
This particular night, I noticed the charger cord going under the pillow. She's sleeping with the phone under her pillow. Number one sign somebody's cheating. I look at this. I'm starting to put all this together. I still don't want to jump the gun. I don't say anything about any of it. I go to sleep. Next morning, I kind of got a little chip on my shoulder. Now I'm a little pissed off because the night just didn't add up. So, you know, I asked her if she want to go get some breakfast. She has to act like she has an attitude still, but we get in the car and we're heading to get something to eat. Randomly, she asked me about a Lil Wayne lyric to a song off a mixtape. Lil Wayne had just dropped this mixtape, and she doesn't even listen to rap like that. And she asked me like, "What does this mean?" And I'm like, I tell her, I'm like, "Why you even asking me that?" She's like, "Oh, I heard it in the song. I was just wondering what it meant." Didn't make sense. Remember that part of the story. Well, a couple days go by. You know, same old typical thing. She's going to work. I'm going to work. I'm taking care of the kid. And nothing really unusual was going on at that point. So I think the relationship is seeming a little funny, but I can't put my hand on what's going on. So I planned a weekend to go to the beach with her. You know, I planned everything. I booked a room, bought her new clothes, got her hair
Mm.
done, nails done. Like this is supposed to be like a romantic getaway for us.
You acting like you fucked up. Why you acting like you did something wrong, bro? But I respect that you trying to fix the home. That's real shit. And then what happened, bro? What happened?
She acts pissed off the whole time that we're going on this little mini vacation.
Huh?
So we're going, and we're heading down there, and I pull out my phone, and I'm just scrolling Facebook, and I go to her page and look, and she says, "When you're headed to the beach, but you really want to be someplace else." What? Now this is bold because we're Facebook friends, and there's no way you didn't think I wasn't gonna see this. I
She
asked her
ain't
about it.
care.
She's like, "Oh, you know, I just rather be home, sleep. You know, I really didn't feel like traveling, but you know, it's still a nice gesture. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Get to the beach, have a decent time. While we're at the beach, we have no sex. We don't do anything. Normally, we're a pretty active couple. You know, a couple times a week, but we're not having sex at this point. And I'm like, at the beach, I got this condo.
Come on now, dog. If it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, bark like a duck, moo like a duck, slither like a duck, fly like a duck, and swim like a duck, quack, nigga.
Candles lit, wine, all this. We done went out to eat, and you still not in the mood? Okay.
She told you she would rather be somewhere else. I wonder where.
So we coming back on a Sunday. Um, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna cook steak, shrimp. You know, I'm gonna lay it out for a baked
I
potato.
fuck with
You know,
dude.
get some more wine. I'm
Hey,
gonna
he
make
don't
my
give
move out
up.
the house
Yeah.
again. I had bought her some new lingerie.
Right?
This is gonna be. I'm gonna make this Sunday really well since the beach didn't work.
Facts.
So we get home. I prepare the food, and me and her talking.
Mm.
It's kind of going okay, and I tell her, I say, I got something for you in the bedroom. Go look and see.
Show her that
After we ate, I already had the
lingerie.
lingerie laid on the bed with like a little note. She goes in there, and I'm looking through the crack, and she grabs the lingerie, and she
She
rolls
was
her
like,
eyes. She don't know I'm looking, and she's shaking her head like, I don't want to do this.
Damn!
She comes out with the lingerie on, but
I couldn't even do a sound effect. She said, "What? Can you rewind that shit for me?"
after we ate, I already had the lingerie laid on the bed with like a little note. She goes in there, and I'm looking through the crack, and she grabs the lingerie, and she rolls her eyes. She don't know I'm looking, and she's shaking her head like, I don't want to do this. She comes out with the lingerie on, but again, I didn't seen this, so now I'm kind of thrown off. But I try to get
Hell
into
yeah.
it. I'm
No.
kissing her, I'm touching her,
No.
and I'm not budging.
Get off me.
I'm not getting up for attention at this
Hell
point because
no.
I know you really don't want to do this. So at that point, I
See?
lose it.
See, that's when you got to treat your little man. Because when he holds you down, even when you ain't trying to hold you down, you got to treat him. Go get him a hooker or something. I'm just playing. Y'all hookers are not good. I'm talking about in GTA. In GTA. Go get you one.
Like I'm fussing, I'm snapping. Like, you know, what's going on with you? I've been putting in so much effort. You've been so suspicious over the last couple of days. Like, what is it? She's denying it, saying just stress, being a new mom, and all this other stuff. It's still bad, but she's like, she think we need to take a break because she doesn't want to take it out on me and all this other crazy stuff. That's not what I want to do, but I'm like, if you don't want me here, I'm not gonna be here. Fine.
Don't say it. Don't say
So I pack a couple of my things and I go to my mother's house, leave her home by herself. So I'm staying at my mom's house now for a couple of days, and I just
I don't know.
had a suspicion that something wasn't right.
You just kind of sort of had a like to, maybe had a suspicion. What gave it away, huh? What nudged you in that direction to have that suspicion, huh? Let's see. Let's see. Let me count the ways. Was it her Facebook post? on the way to the romantic vacation? Was it her saying she's getting off at 9 o'clock and coming home at 1 o'clock with cold ass food that was bought at 11 o'clock? Was it the fact that on the way back you try and still spice it up, get the steak, get the lingerie and all that shit, get back and she looking sad and stale and goes in the room and rolls her eyes and said, I thought she was about to be doing the female dance. How they do, I got a gift or I got food. They do that little bop they do. She didn't want that gift. She didn't want you on her. And then you still tried to force that shit. That went left, and now you kind of got a suspicion. What did he just say? What this fool just say to me?
Suspicion that something wasn't right.
Yeah, what? What kind of suspicion?
I just had a suspicion that something wasn't right.
Okay.
I logged into her Facebook. It took me a while.
Hold on, while it's loading. Just get it there. I want them dots in the middle. Come on.
But when I finally logged into her Facebook, I found what I was looking for. I found all of these messages between her and this guy that she worked with. She used to go to school together too. She told me about everybody she worked with. She never mentioned this guy's name. And the messages would be when we were together, while we were at the beach, while we were laying in the bed, anytime. Tell him how much she missed him. She can't wait to see him again. And how she could not wait for them to have sex again.
I knew it.
She's telling him how it turned her on
so
much when they were having sex in my car. That's her favorite place to do it at. This, that, and the third. Now, mind you, I'm getting ready to crash out.
Getting ready to?
But
oh, yeah, I forgot you to like to sort of had it kind of.
I read the messages. She was letting him think that me and her weren't really together. She was telling this guy that I just lived in the house with her because I had no place to go.
That's sad. She's sending you out bad.
Divorce, and me and her were not going to be together.
Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog.
Pissed off. I'm mad. I'm snapping. I pick up the phone, I call her, and I say, "Who's such and such?" She froze. I said, "Who's such and such?"
Who that
Follow
nigga?
for part 3.
Who that nigga? Who that nigga? Girl.
Part 3 of me catching my ex-wife cheating on me with a coworker and having sex in my car. Again, I'm asking her who this guy is, and she's acting like she doesn't know who he is. So at that point, I start reading all the messages to her. She sounds like she is absolutely losing her mind. She doesn't know how I know these things, and she hangs up the phone on me. I'm looking at the messages on the screen.
Screenshot.
They start slowly disappearing. She was deleting the messages. My dumb ass should have screenshotted everything first, but I didn't. So I didn't get a chance to keep all the messages for when we were going through the divorce, but I had enough.
Okay. You had enough.
At this point, I go to his page, and you remember when I said she asked him about the Lil Wayne song lyrics, right, in part 2? Those same lyrics on his page. And it was a sexual quote or something about having sex with a girl, and it was on his page. And she had the nerve to ask me about it, what it meant. Mind you, his whole timeline, or his whole page, basically, he's putting subliminal messages up about them having sex the whole time.
That's what side niggas do. That's what they do.
So I'm trying to go back to my house. I'm ready to go and crash out. But my mother would not let me leave the home, and thank God she didn't, because I might be in prison to this day, the way I was feeling right then.
I don't know.
Point,
I don't believe
we split up.
Like to have a sign that kind of.
I'm not hearing from her. She's not hearing from me. But I'm really hurt. And honestly, I still wanted to make the marriage work. We'd only been married for like.
What the fuck?
She's not hearing from me. But I'm really hurt. And honestly, I still wanted to make the marriage work. We'd only been married for like 7-8 months at this point. And mind you, we have a son We have a son as well. That's a little baby. So I'm like, okay, I want to make this work. You got to quit this job. We got to move to another city, like, cause I'm embarrassed or something. Like, we got to figure this out. So I go to her and I tell her all this. Like, look, I decided I want to stay with you still, but you have to quit this job. We're finna move. I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna give you another chance. I thought that's how it worked. The person that got cheated on
Ooh.
is the person that decides that.
No, sir. No, sir. It's just usually when somebody gets cheated on, the other person has remorse. And so they want to make it right and try and fix that because they can see that this is where they really should be, even if it's not where they want to be physically. If they know, they're smart enough to know that this is the best situation for me and my family. That's not guaranteed. Sometimes they could think the grass is greener over there, and they was just looking for an out, and so you gave it to them when you left, and now, hmm,
They want to be with the other person or not. But this girl tells me, well, I don't think I want to be with you anymore. Um, I think I want to be with him.
told
What? Now, mind you, she worked at a restaurant. This guy's a bus boy,
ah,
cleaning off tables, making $4 an hour. I worked in a warehouse, making close to 6 figures a year.
it's strictly the pipe, dog.
Put you in the house.
It's strictly the pipe. $4 an hour, you ain't got a chance, dog. He knocking her loose. I mean, the bottom off that. You can't. $4 an hour? You should have knew when you heard that. You ain't got a chance, dog.
House, got you a car, taking care of you, helping you go through school, and you're finna leave me for somebody who makes $4 an hour.
Mm.
I'm flipping out. Okay, whatever. I let it go though. This one it gets even more disrespectful. I'm at one of my homeboy houses, and he sold weed. So I'm just over there. I personally don't smoke weed, but he sold weed, and I'm sitting there. We're just talking, and he tells me, "Say, hey man," he's like, "You and your wife not together no more?" I tell him, "Nah, what happened, whatever." He said, "Man, I'm gonna be honest with you." He said, "I pretty sure she came by here last night." That didn't make any sense to me because she doesn't smoke weed or anything. She doesn't smoke or anything like that. So it didn't make any sense to me. So I thought. It's like, yeah, she brought this guy over here to buy some weed from me. And I noticed your son in the back seat. So not only are you cheating on me, not only do you leave me for this guy,
Damn.
but you're taking this dude to buy drugs with my son in the back seat from my friend.
From your friend in your car.
He was like, she looked like she seen a ghost when she seen me. He was like, bro,
She did.
I just wanted to let you know. Cool. I immediately tell her right then, do not have my son around this dude.
He's steady snitching.
Don't have my son around this guy at all. So a week or two goes by, and we're to the point now where I'm still staying with my mom, and she's giving me my son on the weekends, and we're exchanging them back on Sundays. One Sunday afternoon, I take him back. I leave. I turned around to go get some gas, and I passed her on the highway. Well, it looked like she had somebody in the car, so I got behind her. She pulls into a gas station, and guess who hops out? The guy that she's cheating on me with. And guess who's in the back seat? My son. At this point, I finally lose my shit.
What you do?
I beat that dude to the point that I thought my hand was broken.
A round of applause. That's what I'm talking about. Beat his rabbit ass. What the fuck? No, louder. Keep it going, y'all. That was about time. About time.
I wasn't showing no mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Then after I did that, I reached in the back of her car and unbuckled my son's car seat and took him.
Mm.
She's calling the
Gangster.
police. I don't give a fuck. You're
Don't
not gonna
matter.
have my son around this guy.
It don't matter. Y'all was married.
Police call me and they tell me, look, there's nothing we really can do. It's not kidnapping because you and her are married and you both are custodial parents. I know I'm not going to keep my son forever, but I just want her to know I'm not playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept my son there for a few days before I finally returned him. Long story short, they did end up being together. And they did end up getting engaged. But guess what? She cheated on him too. Fast forward years later, she's single, 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies, and saying that she wished that she would have never got a divorce. Story time on how I caught my ex cheating on me.
Damn, son. How my shit going crazy? And there you have it. Wow. If that wasn't some of the craziest shit. Bro, you gotta do better. I mean, I'm glad you made it out of there in one piece. All props to you. I'm glad you was able to get out of there and, keep your sanity and not go back to her again. Shit, you probably would have if she wouldn't have said no. You would probably still be in a terrible ass situation fucking with that girl. But God had other plans for you. He saved you. You owe some tithes. And anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of His Ghetto Point of View. I'm your boy TCM. They call me Knox. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Thank you. Oh, and if you could, hit that subscribe button for me. I appreciate that. Peace.